and I'm going to interviewing Zunaira Zakaria. She is expert in shooting game. Could you briefly explain about your career and yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Zunaira Zakaria and I am 23 years old. I am from Faculty of Management in Multimedia University, which I have enrolled in since 2017. And my main sport is shooting sport, which I have been in since Form 3, which it has been 10 years now. So my major is pistol. I'm professional in pistol event, which is there is 3 events right now. 10 meter air pistol woman, 25 meter sport pistol woman, and also mixed event.
Okay, so for the second question is, why did you choose shooting as your sport?
That's a very good question, and many questions that I have received. In the first place, I never had the intention of being a shooter or even a sportsman, because I was being forced by my parents, especially my mom. She forced me to go to the shooting range every weekend, and I tried to find excuses after excuses to avoid myself from going to the range, because I never had the intention. But then after several times of trying to avoid, of course I didn't get the chance to avoid myself from going to the range. So what happened was, I went to the range and I trained under this one Russian lady. She is Arina Ishwari Janavada Vidasi. She trained me for about 3 months, and apparently I beat my super senior in shooting in this one local competition, and that was when my passion got raised up, and I became very interested in becoming a great shooter. So yeah, that was the story behind it.
Okay, so for the third question is, as a student, how did you handle your studies with your career?
That is one of the main questions that I receive a lot from many people. I admit that I struggle a lot. I mean a lot, because I have to divide my time, sports and also studies, because I have to excel in both and not just one. So it's not that easy having to wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning to go for a morning run or a gym, and then at 9 or maybe 8 or 10 I will have to go to class, and then until maybe 3 p.m. or 5 I'll have to go back to my training schedule, and then until at night, and then I will have the time to do my homeworks and such. So this happens regularly during my days and nights. So I would say that I struggle a lot, but I managed to handle everything by myself, and yeah, that's how I handle both my career in studies and shooting.
Okay, so for the next question is, what have been your major achievement in your career highlight?
Right. So ever since I became a shooter, I represented Selangor, and back in 2013, I became a Malaysian shooter. So as for my major achievement in my career highlight would be World University Games back in 2016, which I got 3rd placing in my main event, which is Sport Pistol Woman. I admit that it's not that easy to win this game, because I have to compete with all the great shooters which they have won in Olympic Games and whatnot. So I would say that that is one of my greatest achievements. Aside from that, I got 6th placing in after finals in Asian Games, and then other than that, I won 3rd placing again in Sport Pistol Woman back in Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Sorry, I got 2nd placing in sport pistol woman back in Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. Yeah.
So for the fifth question is that what is your pre-game procedure?
Right. So normally before games, what I will do is I don't talk so much. I will isolate myself in the room because less energy should be used before game. I don't socialize much with the others because I wanted to keep my energy level. And of course, as a Muslim, I will do some prayers, and then I will keep my mental health by watching motivational movies that could boost my motivations, such as Soul Surfer and whatnot. And then I will, of course, sleep early and then be at the venue 2 hours before to do some preparations, especially for my mental, because in my shooting sport, it is actually 80% mental and 20% physical. So I have to do a lot of works in terms of mental preparation. So yeah.
Okay, so for the next question is, who was your favorite coach and why?
Right. Of all coaches that I had, I would say my top of the list would be Irina Ishvarijanova Devidasi. She's a Russian, by the way. Reason being is because she brought me up from a zero to someone in my career. She trained me for about 3 months, and I got to beat my super experienced senior that I looked up to in one of the local competition. She is very, very strict. When I say she's very strict, she is very strict. When she says you should be there at 9:30, be there at 9:30 and not 9:31, because you won't stand her punishments and whatnot. She will make you cry for the whole day. There's a lot of reasons, I would say, but this is one of the main reasons. In yeah, I would say she is my favorite coach. Yeah.
Okay, so was there any bad experience that you have faced before?
Of course, if you were to say about that, I have dealt with many obstacles and bad experiences. But one thing that is still fresh in my mind is back in Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, which is in shooting. There is sighting series in both qualification and finals. So what happens is you get 15 minutes to shoot for practical shots, which you get to adjust your guns and do what you should do in order to get the right shots. So what happens is when I was about to take my first shot, I realized that nothing came out from my gun. So technically there is a technical issue, and it took me about 15 minutes to readjust my gun and do what I should do. So what happens was I faced a very terrible nightmare, which I didn't get the chance to shoot for sighting series, which is in shooting competition is one of the most riskiest of the risk for a shooter, because you never know where your shot is going. So yeah, what I did was I took a deep breath, just told myself be confident and don't panic. Of course I panicked. What I did was I shoot, and it ended up that I got number 2 in that event. So yeah.
And for the next question is there any other sports that you would like to try?
Maybe if I am not a shooter today, I might be considering in becoming a horse rider, a professional one, because I have this secret obsession towards animals. So that explains. But during the weekends, most of the weekends, I would go for a horse ride. Again, if I don't, if maybe today I'm not a shooter, I might consider in becoming a professional horse rider. So yeah.
Okay, so when do you plan to retire from the sports industry, and what will you do after retiring?
Right. For now, I don't have the plan of when I am going to retire, but I told myself that I should qualify for major competitions and maybe win in that competition, or at least qualify in Olympic Games. And if I know that at some point, if I know that I cannot go any further, I would consider in retiring, and maybe after that I would open a shooting sports equipment shop, to make it easier for marksmen to look for equipments in shooting, because the nearest that we can get for equipments for in shooting is in Germany, so yeah, why not?
Okay, so this is the last question. Okay, do you have any advice to the young athletes?
Right. So, if you are a young sportsman, one of the very many advices that I could give is never waste your time, because every minute of your life is precious. It will never come back to you as soon as it goes by. Just focus on being yourself, in bettering yourself. Don't waste it on something unnecessary. Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because that's how you better yourself. If you are facing an obstacles, be it big or small, never ever give up. Don't even let it cross your mind, because that's how people are success in their life. They let mistakes happen, they let themselves and lows of their life, and then after that they get up, they be confident towards themselves, and then they be gentle, and then yeah, what matters is that get up after you are at the lowest point of your life. Never give up. That's all.
So that's it for the interview. Thank you for coming to our interview.
You're welcome.
Okay, so okay, so
That's all.
so
Bye.
bye.